Hello viewers, welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And this afternoon we need to take a look on about very important issues in the nation of Zimbabwe. And we need to give an economic analysis on the policies which are now being implemented by various departments of the government of the Republic of Zimbabwe. ZIMRA says it has begun implementing budget measures announced by the finance minister to protect retailers from unfair competition with informal traders, including banning non-VAT registered companies from buying directly from wholesalers. So this is what is happening in Zimbabwe. If you don't have VAT registration, it is going to be very difficult for you to go into Mahano and Musa, into N. Richards, and make purchases. So these are wholesalers. If you take a look on N. Richards, it's a wholesale company. If you take a look on Anama Hamad Musa, these are wholesalers. We have a lot of them. Banabadela, etc., etc. Banagain. All these wholesalers, Team Zimbabwe, who always sell goods at wholesale prices, it's now difficult for you to get into those shops and buy. So what is happening is that you need a VAT license for you to be able to make purchases of 1,000 United States dollars and above. So kana makagara kwamuri ikokoko, a lot of us, we are getting goods through these tax shops, through these informal traders, through these vendors. And when a policy is implemented to say be sold to it says something else. So I'm going to explain how the government of Zimbabwe is insincere. When I go into any shop, no matter I'm buying on is I've been looking at various receipts, but not to end out say VAT is always included on such goods, which means this is just double payment of VAT. Is if you are buying on whole clear law regarding to that, governing wholesalers to exclude other business players from paying VAT. Maybe kana zvichiitwa going kana uchingori wako munhu zvako, you not be able to purchase dollars. Is there something which is so specific? So you would understand kuti guys, zvinhu zvacho chimuchemo chacho chinonetsa kunzwisisa kuti zvinhu zvacho zvinenge zvichimbofamba sei. But what is my conclusion here? My conclusion is the government of the Republic of Zimbabwe is fast forwarding the destruction or the failure of Zimbabwe as a country or the economy of Zimbabwe. They're actually destroying it because a lot of people are relying on goods imported from South Africa, which means if you say matax shop achakwanisi kuenda achinohodha mumahostels edu atinawo muZimbabwe, the matax shop are simply going to say, okay, toenda kuZambia, okay, toenda kuMozambique, toenda South Africa. They will continue importing those goods from South Africa, from Zambia, from Mozambique, and they will continue to sell those items in their own shops. What does it mean to the locally made goods? What it means is the locally made goods will be in the shelves of those wholesalers for long and long and long and long and long and long periods, and nothing will work. Secondly, this policy will likely get evaded because you have to reach 1,000. And you would understand kuti munhu simply, someone will simply go and purchase zvinhu $20 musi wa1, then thereafter uses that receipt zvinhu zvakatenga $20 kutenga zvimwe zvese kusvika mwedzi wapera. But people will simply buy zvinhu zviri lower than 1,000 United States dollars, which means policy which has failed before it has been implemented. But what does it promote? It promotes illegality. It promotes irregular things to continue happening within the economy of Zimbabwe. So you cannot protect retailers from the competition from Team Repama streets through these laws. What you simply need to do is to make sure that you make it easy, affordable, and viable for everyone to register a company. Right now, I need to part ways with $150 for me to be able to register a private business corporation and have a tax clearance. I need to pay $150. $150 can be added on my order ku-tax shop yangu, zvinhu zvangu zvikatofamba zvakanaka. But if I was going to register a company, get VAT clearance or get tax clearance on something like around $35, get registered for VAT for something like everything, if we are to put everything together, if I was paying at least $40, I could sacrifice to say, okay, let me do this, let me register my things, let me legalize my business, let me formalize everything, because it's cheaper. But when it's more expensive, then there's no need for me to formalize. It's difficult for you to even get a tax clearance in the nation of Zimbabwe. You have to rope in some consulting companies for you to be able to do so. Company registration was supposed to be done online. VAT registration was supposed to be done online. Tax clearance was supposed to be registered online. If we were able to do so, you'd actually see the people of Zimbabwe reducing the hassles of continuously being involved in the illegal trade or in the informal trade. It's not the people of Zimbabwe who are reluctant to pay taxes. It is the government which is reluctant, because the people of Zimbabwe will pay for the price which is right onto the goods. But it's the government which is lacking. It brings policies which are not in tangent with what needs to be addressed. So this is my own view, Team Zimbabwe. This is how President Mnangagwa and his government are deliberately destroying the economy of Zimbabwe in the name of putting measures to protect so and so. The major question is, are the wholesalers going to say, okay, imimi mamuchimbotipa mari yesei hatichakutengeseri because hamuna VAT registration? Are they going to do so? No. Why? They have workers which need to be paid or who need to be paid. So they are going to continue, they're going to find a way to evade, which means these people will simply devise methods to make sure that they are not caught on the systems of Zimbra, and they will continue trading nevanhu vese vasina ma-VAT. Just imagine inini hangu nditorowo kamwe kamunhu karombe kari kupusha chingoro paN Richards, ndogona kutoshandiswa kunotenga magoods inini $999 for someone, dhola racho kaubva handipa hangu inini randaifanira kupusha ngoro. You see, so there is no way you can control people in such a way. You have to be wise, you have to be to be realistic, and you have to address the real problem, not otherwise. George Gubamatanga was clear. He went on to say, If you find that you are being given problems by informal traders, find your own ways to beat them. He did say so. He said innovate. So I don't see how they are coming up with these policies, but in my own view, this is a recipe for disaster, and the people of Zimbabwe must brace up for more economic meltdown as 2024 goes ahead.